Hello, my wonderful travelers. It is so good to be here with you today. Now, I know many of you have your airport routine down to a science. You've got your sensible shoes on, your passport is tucked into that special pocket in your carry-on, and you've probably arrived 3 hours early, just in case. We pride ourselves on being prepared, don't we? We think that because we've been flying for 40 years, we've seen it all. But here is the surprising truth that most people, even seasoned travelers, don't realize. The old way of navigating airports is actually making you a target. In today's high-tech, fast-paced terminals, the very habits that used to keep us safe, like standing aside to check a paper map or trying to tough it out through a long walk to the gate, are the things that lead to the most stress, physical exhaustion, and even security risks. If we don't adapt our strategy for solo travel over 60, we aren't just looking at a little bit of leg pain, we're talking about the risk of missing connections because of gate changes you didn't hear, being targeted by scammers who spot a confused face, or worse, a medical emergency at 30,000 feet where you're too polite to ask for help. But don't you worry. Today, I am going to show you exactly how to reclaim your confidence. We are going to cover the new rules for solo flying. I'm sharing my top safety secrets, from the high-tech gadgets that act as your digital bodyguard to the specific phrases that get you priority treatment without ever feeling like a burden. By the end of this video, you won't just feel okay about flying alone, you'll feel like the most powerful person in the terminal. Before we dive into our first tip, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join our beautiful community of adventurers. And tell me in the comments, where is the one place in the world you've always dreamt of visiting solo? I can't wait to read your dreams. Let's get right into the heart of it, my wonderful travelers. Traveling solo doesn't mean you have to be alone in your efforts. Number 1, the ghost concierge strategy. The problem: many of us pride ourselves on our independence. We see those electric carts or wheelchairs and think, oh, that's for someone else, I can manage. But modern airports are often miles long. Research shows that physical exhaustion is the #1 cause of travelers' brain, that foggy feeling where you lose your boarding pass or trip over a hidden curb. When you're tired, you're vulnerable. The fix: request electric cart assistance when you book your ticket, even if you can walk fine. It isn't about a lack of ability, it's about energy conservation. It ensures a staff member is physically with you from check-in to gate, acting as a ghost concierge who knows exactly where the gate shifts are happening. Say this: I have a long connection and I need to conserve my energy. Could you please arrange a cart to meet me at the jet bridge? My dear friend Martha used to refuse all help. One day, in Atlanta, her gate changed from Concourse A to E. By the time she walked it, she was so breathless, she nearly fainted and missed her flight. Now, she hitches a ride and arrives at her gate fresh, hydrated, and ready for a cocktail. You have earned the right to travel with ease, so let the airport work for you. In number 2, the digital paper trail. The problem: we love our paper boarding passes, don't we? They feel secure. But the truth is, paper is static. It won't vibrate in your pocket when your gate changes from 12 to 54. If you are looking down at a piece of paper, you aren't looking up at your surroundings, and that is when bags go missing. The fix: use the airline's app, but take a screenshot of your boarding pass and your emergency contacts. Set that screenshot as your phone's lock screen. This way, even if the Wi-Fi fails or your hands are full, your vital info is visible without you fumbling through bags. Say this to a gate agent: I have my digital pass ready, but could you please double-check that my emergency contact is updated in your system for this specific leg of the trip? I remember a gentleman named Arthur who lost his wallet in London. Because his daughter's phone number was right there on his locked phone screen, a kind traveler was able to call her and coordinate a meeting spot before Arthur even realized the wallet was gone. Information is your best armor, and having it at your fingertips keeps your head held high. Number 3, the first name grounding technique. The problem: Scammers and helpful strangers in transit hubs look for people who seem disconnected or flustered. If you look like you're waiting for someone, you are a much harder target. The fix. Whenever you are interacting with airport staff, from the check-in desk to the flight attendant, look at their name tag and use their name immediately. This creates an instant human bond and alerts anyone eavesdropping that you are a savvy, observant traveler who notices details. It moves you from anonymous passenger to a person with a name. Say this. Good morning, Sarah. I'm traveling solo today, and I'd love to know if you have any updates on our boarding time. I've seen it time and again. When you use a person's name, their shoulders drop, they smile, and suddenly you're the one they look out for when a seat upgrade becomes available or a delay is announced. You are never invisible when you choose to be seen and heard with kindness. We are moving right along, and you are doing wonderful. Before we get into these last few crucial tips, if you're finding this helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. It helps me keep creating these guides to keep our community wandering safely and beautifully. Number 4, the double-locked digital privacy. The problem: we often feel the need to be polite when someone asks us questions in the terminal. But sometimes, friendly seatmates or people in the lounge are looking for more than just small talk. They're looking to see if you're alone, where you're staying, or if you have family nearby. Giving away too much information makes you a target for follow-home scams or hotel room intrusions. The fix: create a travel persona. You can be friendly without being an open book. Always speak as if you are meeting someone at your destination, even if you're heading to a solo retreat. Say this. Oh, my nephew is actually picking me up at the arrival's curb, so I'm on a bit of a tight schedule. It was lovely chatting, though. My traveler friend Eleanor was once asked by a very nosy person at baggage claim where she was staying. Instead of giving the hotel name, she smiled and said, "Oh, I'm staying with family nearby. They're actually waiting in the car for me right now." That person walked away immediately. Your privacy is your power, and you owe no one the details of your itinerary. Number 5, the pre-flight medical handshake. The problem: many of us have minor health conditions, maybe a slight heart flutter or a need for specific medication. Because we don't want to make a fuss, we keep it to ourselves. But if something happens mid-flight, the flight attendants are starting from zero. In an emergency, seconds count. The fix: as you board, find the lead flight attendant. Don't wait until you're in your seat. Make eye contact and give them a briefing of your status. It isn't complaining, it's being a professional passenger. Say this. Hi, I'm in 12C. I'm traveling alone today and I have a minor. My medication is right here in my personal item under the seat. I feel great, but I wanted you to know just in case. One of my wonderful travelers, George, did this before a flight to Paris. When he started feeling dizzy due to the cabin pressure, the attendant, who already knew his name and his seat, brought him oxygen and juice before he even had to press the call button. You are taking care of them by letting them take care of you. For number 6, the anchor emotional check-in. This is the most important thing I will tell you today. The problem: the biggest threat to your safety isn't a thief or a tech glitch, it's panic. When we feel overwhelmed, our cortisol levels spike, our peripheral vision narrows, and we make poor decisions. Solo travel can feel lonely in those high-stress moments, and that fight-or-flight response can lead to physical accidents or getting lost. Solo travel can feel lonely in those high-stress moments, and that fight-or-flight response can lead to physical accidents or getting lost. The fix: use the 5-second anchor. If you feel a wave of anxiety, stop exactly where you are. Move to a wall first. Touch something solid, your suitcase handle or a railing. Remind yourself that you have navigated decades of life successfully. This travel day is just one small chapter. Say this to yourself out loud if you need to. I am safe. I am capable. I have everything I need right here. I am taking the very next step, and that is enough. I remember sitting in a terminal in Istanbul feeling absolutely lost and small. I took a deep breath, touched the cool marble of a pillar, and told myself, Sarita, you've raised 3 children and a career. You can certainly find gate B24. And you know what? I did, with a smile on my face. You are the captain of your soul and the master of your journey. You've got this, my wonderful travelers. We have covered so much ground today, haven't we? I am already so proud of you for taking these steps to be a savvy, solo adventurer. Let's do a quick traveler's checklist of everything we've learned to keep you safe and shining. For your physical ease, use the Ghost Concierge strategy. Conserve your energy by requesting that electric cart. You aren't being a burden, you're being smart. For your digital security, create that digital paper trail. Screenshot your boarding pass and set it as your lock screen so your info is always visible. For your social safety, use the first name technique and your travel persona. Use names to build allies and keep your private details behind a friendly "family is waiting for me" smile. For your peace of mind, don't forget the medical handshake with your flight crew and, most importantly, use your anchor if you feel overwhelmed. The bonus tip: the bright scarf signal. Wear one bright, distinctive accessory like a vibrant turquoise scarf or a bold red hat. Why? If you ever need help in a crowd, or if a gate agent is looking for the solo traveler in 14B, you are incredibly easy to spot. It makes you a distinct person, rather than just a face in the sea of gray. Plus, you'll look absolutely marvelous in those vacation photos. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these tips are you going to use on your very next flight? Drop a comment below. I read every single one, and our community loves to learn from your experiences too. If this video made you feel a little more confident, please share it with a friend who loves to travel, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our weekly gatherings. Be sure to tune in next week, where I'll be sharing the top 5 cruise excursions that are actually senior-friendly and which ones to skip. You won't want to miss that one. You won't want to miss that one. Remember, my wonderful travelers, the world is still yours to explore, and you have everything you need to do it safely. Keep wandering, keep wondering, and I'll see you in the next one, above and beyond, always.